Hey everyone, Anthony here again from Finch Computer Repair, and today I have a Dell Dimension 4500 computer. The computer was given to me by a place that was upgrading their computers, and I didn't have to pay anything for this. It originally came with a Pentium 4 1.8 GHz CPU, 512 megabytes of RAM, and an ATI Rage Pro 128 with 32 megabytes of SD RAM. I have since upgraded the total memory to 768 megabytes and upgraded the video card to 128 megabytes of DDR RAM. The video card is a little bit different, and it's a GTX 4600, which you will see later once I open up the clamshell. I did replace this original CD-RW drive with a DVD ROM drive, but it still has the original floppy drive. On the front panel, under the little Dell logo there, when you pull up the flap, right here, it has two USB 2.0 ports and a headphone jack. As you can see, the power button right here, and your hard drive activity light. And you also have a light right here for your floppy drive, and your floppy eject button. And you can see right here, the DVD ROM drive, your light, your button to eject. And I don't think you'll be able to see it. Oh, yeah, you can right there. The pin, so in case you need to stick a safety pin or something in there to manually eject the DVD drive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the PC and show you the insides. Alright, and we're back. And now that I got the PC open, you can see the insides here. As you can see, that Dell used a ribbon cable for the USB and the front panel headers. So for your power switch and everything, it all gets controlled through this one IDE ribbon cable. As you can see, there's another IDE ribbon cable right here going to the hard drive. The floppy ribbon cable right at the top there, the black one, going to the floppy drive. And the ones with the orange little flags on them are going to the DVD CD-ROM drive. You can see the north bridge heatsink right there. And you can see that there's no heatsink on the south bridge, and you can see the very long graphics card that I installed that has RAM heatsinks on it. You can also see that there are two sticks in the memory slots. You can also see that Dell still, in these clamshells, were not using a direct heatsink fan option. They were using a sucker or a blower. Well, it's not really a blower because it sucks air through the heatsink, but it sucks air through the case and out of the heatsink. So it comes in the front of the case here, goes across the motherboard, across any extra air will go across the heatsink on the north bridge and on the GPU and the south bridge and the memory, but it would come right under this air duct and go right across the CPU heatsink right there and across the capacitors and the VRMs. You can see the fan right there. Let me turn the case just a little bit. Try to do this without breaking anything here. There we go. So you can see the fan right here. See it spinning. It'll pull air right across the heatsink to keep the CPU cool. Also help pull air across the RAM to keep the RAM cool, and any incidental airflow goes across the north bridge and the GPU, and any air that came out of the GPU that was really hot would actually help mildly cool everything else in the case. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull out the GPU, and you'll get to take a look at it in a minute. But also you can see in one of the PCI slots below it, I actually have a wireless NIC card, since this is the computer that my mother uses in the other room, and we don't want to run a hardwire cable, so she uses a Netgear, I want to say it's a Netgear or it's a TrendNet 54 megabits per second wireless card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the graphics card out and give you a quick view of that. Alright, and I'm back. You can see on the heatsink here above the GPU, it says 3D Force 4. This is actually a Ti4600 Diamond AGP graphics card. As you can see right there, it has VGA right here at the top, S-Video, and DVI. It has RAM heatsinks on the DDR RAM, which there's 128 megabytes of DDR RAM on here for the video. I'll give you a quick look. at the graphics card, and then I'm going to turn it around and let you look at the back as well, if it'll stand. And there you go. You can also see there are RAM heat sinks on the back for the RAM on the back. I'm pretty sure this is split up 64 by 64, so there's 64 megabytes of RAM on the front and 64 megabytes of RAM on the back. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the graphics card back in the Dell case, and then I'm going to end this video by showing you the rear I/O. Hey guys, well, to end off this video, I told you I was going to show you the rear I/O and the rear of the case, and here we go. As you can see, you have your power supply right here, your power supply fan that pulls air also through the case to cool the components such as capacitors and everything else inside the power supply. You have your power hookup, you have your switch to switch it from US to UK. You have your rear vents for the CPU fan right here to exhaust air. You have two PS2 ports, mouse and keyboard, two USB 2.0 ports, LPT port, serial port, 10100 based Ethernet, two more USB 2.0 ports, line out, headphone, mic. You have your DVI off the graphics card, S-Video and VGA, and you can see right down here we have the wireless expansion card with its antenna. You can also see that there are a total of 5 expansion bays. There's also a little bit of opener right here for graphics cards and such to exhaust hot air out. Well, this has been my video on the Dell Dimension 4550 PC. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and ask any questions, and I will get back to you